So you're Don Dre Blewett, and we are here in cause number 22-41150. We began a hearing yesterday. The state has filed a motion. I'm sorry. Let me get back on track here. The defense, Mr. Kelly, has filed a motion asking that a writ asking that I set a bond. In Mr. Blewett's case, he is on probation in cause number 22-41150, and on probation for let me get this pulled up. All right, now it's taken one slow. So there's a first amended motion to revoke unadjudicated probation that's been filed by the state. There was some evidence yesterday. Just with regard, I think the probation officer primarily was here. Is that as far as we got?
I think that's all we got.
And we reset the hearing today so that the state would have a witness to authenticate at least some part of it. I think there was a 911 video and 2 body cams that the state wanted to play for the court. And I do think, while again, we talked about this yesterday, there's the rules are a little bit lax. I still do believe though we need a little more testimony with regard to that too. So that I can watch anything or listen to anything that the state is requesting. It looks like the motion, which we haven't gone through it all, this is just a request for a bond. Mr. Blewett again is on probation for evading arrest or detention with the use of a motor vehicle. That was an 8-year deferred probation. He was placed on that September 13th of 2023. And the bond currently is set at $800,000. No. The bond in the new cases, there's an aggravated assault, and that case has an 800. Yes, sir.
Mr. Hall, thanks for being here this afternoon. Your testimony, quite honestly, will be brief. We just need you to just authenticate or sponsor this 911 call that is on this USB drive that I am marking as State's Exhibit Number 1. This court has heard testimony in other cases about the reliability. May I approach them?
Yes, you may.
Of the recording equipment there at dispatch, so I'm not going to go into that. But have you found the recording equipment there at 911 dispatch to be reliable yourself?
Yes, sir.
And it works essentially automatically when the emergency call comes in. Right?
Yes, sir.
And do you have any reason to believe that back on February the 1st of this year in the early morning hours, that equipment was not properly operating?
He was working.
Okay. And you've had an opportunity to listen to State's Exhibit Number 1, correct?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any reason to believe that State's Exhibit Number 1 is not a fair and accurate copy of the emergency phone call that was made in this case back on in the early morning hours of February the 1st of 2026?
No, sir.
Okay. Now, in the interest of clarity and full disclosure, this is just a snippet of that 911 call. It's on this USB drive, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But nevertheless, albeit it's still a fair and accurate snippet of that 911 call.
Yes, sir.
Judge, state offer states. Well, no, I'm not going to offer anything. That's all the questions I have for this witness, Judge.
All right, Mr. Kelly, any questions?
It's not a cross-examination, but ma'am, I guess it operates the same way, ma'am, or this witness.
Yeah, sure.
Ms. Rawls, when did you listen to the exhibit that Mr. Coleman just passed me, State's Exhibit Number 1?
Yesterday.
Yes, true.
Yes, sir.
You weren't the dispatcher that took that phone call?
No, sir.
Thank you.
All right, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else, Mr.
No,
Kelly?
Judge.
Any objection to Ms. Blewett being excused?
No, Judge.
Thank you, ma'am. You may call your next witness.
State calls Thomas Markham.
Thomas Markham.
Thomas.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
Please raise your right hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. You can have a seat. You'll just kind of pull that microphone over, make sure we can all hear you. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Officer Markham, would you please state your full name for the record?
Thomas Cason Markham.
And Officer Markham, I just need brief testimony from you to authenticate or sponsor the 911 call that was made in this case. You had an opportunity to review this 911 call, correct?
Yes, sir.
Well, no, I take that back. That was the previous witness to 911 call. You were equipped with body worn camera.
55 South 7th Street. It's around 12:30 a.m.
That's all I have for this witness.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly.
I'd like to dire the witness, but I don't know if the state intends to ask further questions of this witness after the video comes in, or how the court would require me to reserve my cross. I doubt the court would stop me from recalling him if we need
No,
to.
we can keep them if you need to. I think the state's position is that without testimony, just for me to watch the video itself. So if you have questions, you can go ahead and ask those
Thank you,
questions.
Judge. Officer Markham, good afternoon. Can you identify all of the people contained in this video?
Yes, sir. I could.
What are their names?
There is Alondra Cantu, Dondre Blewett. I guess I can't remember their daughter's name, but all the officers on scene, I know them.
Who are the other officers?
Officer Robinson, Barnett, Stevenson, Nix, Jansen, Sergeant Froman showed up as well.
Okay. Are there any other people on this video who are visibly, you can see them or hear them that you did not identify?
Yes, it was
Okay, thank you, officer.
Dondre's friend.
I have no further questions. That's
All right. Any objection to Officer Markham being excused?
I'd like him to stick by unless he's got a shift to get back to. I'm sure
This won't take long if you'll just wait outside just for a few minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
State calls Joshua Robinson. It's actually Robinson, I believe.
Okay,
Is that an Ian? We'll clear that up.
okay. Good afternoon, sir. You'll please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you, sir. You can have a seat. You may proceed.
Would you please state your full name for the record?
Joshua Caleb Robinson,
And that's Robinson with no Ian, right?
just one at the end.
Just one at the end, okay. And I just need some brief testimony from you about your body worn camera from the call that you made back on February the 1st of 2026, when you were dispatched to 2955 South 7th Street in Beaumont. Your body worn camera, was it properly operating that day?
Yes, sir.
You as the operator, you're certainly capable of properly operating that equipment?
Yes.
The events that transpired and that you observed when you made the scene that day, were they captured on that body worn camera?
Yes.
And may I approach the witness?
You may.
And you had an opportunity to review State's Exhibit number 1, right?
Yes.
And I'm running out of real estate here, but there's a Post-it note or portion of a Post-it note on here that has your initials and the date on it, right?
Yes.
What does that signify?
That I have reviewed it and verified with my.
Speak up, I'm sorry. Sir, can you speak up?
That I have reviewed it and initialed it.
Thank you.
And in your review, and I've made the court aware that this is just a
You got some more people on the door? My mom was crying. No, you know the address? No. No? Okay. How many people are there? Two people. My mom was crying. Your mom crying? My mom was, yes, and my mom was my little. Okay. You don't know the address? No, we don't know it. My mom was food. We have a house and we have all the windows. So we do like everything. No boys, but one boy, and I played a boy. It was like having a boy. Talk from one with a gun? No, I didn't grab it for him. No, you did grab it. You saw someone with a gun? Yes. And it's trying to kill my mama, but my mama said, she said, please. I don't want to. I'm crying and I want somebody to take care of it. My mama's friend and her dad take care of me for them, but her friend could take care of me. And I didn't, because I lived to my mom, she's not bad yet. She's still having a fight, she's crying. You hear me? Yeah. Well, Brady Jean? How old are you again? How old are you again? Okay, you're doing a very good job calling this in, okay? Well, listen, I have some help that's gonna come. Do you live in an apartment or do you live in like a house? I live in a house. Is it a house? Okay, okay. And, so you did see someone that had a gun, right? One of the boys had a gun? It's a boy. The boy, okay. He lied because he tried to, he had a fire and my father told him to try to, okay. And the boy is so killed me, but I was going to get killed. Right, I know, okay. So, and the boy that has the gun, is he like a black man or a white boy or? Can you tell us? He's a black man? Okay. Can you tell me what color shirt he has on? White. Okay, so the one with the white shirt, the one with the white shirt, what color is his pants? Here, the one with the white shirt on, what color is his pants?
Somebody in there got a gun? Did somebody have a gun in there? Oh, get out of the front. Yes, sir. Somebody's already has a gun in there. There we go. I'm still here fighting, here we gotta go. That's a false engine. Police department, off of him right now, put your hands up, I see that gun, put your hands up! Motherfucker, walk through here, you're gonna get shot and killed! Walk towards me now! Somebody's almost. Who else is in here? Who else is in here, man? Stand by. He was on, he's on top of the gun. Is he here? He's here, gun? Oh, no. Police department, you want us in here? No, I didn't Yeah, that's so. Where do you throw the gun, man? I just saw him. I don't know the gun. I don't know. Dad,
he just kind of like, just kind of got really aggressive.
Yeah.
Get really aggressive with me. And I'm just like, hey, like, he got his friend with him. He got his friend with him, right?
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, hey, like, like, man, let's do that. Like, and he just kind of like, he started putting it on me, and he was like, no, like, what's going on? Issue.
Okay, but look, at some point he pulled the gun out and started hitting you.
After that,
Was he, did
whatever
he
like that.
hit you?
When I walked in the door,
I saw him hold.
he had the gun to my face,
Okay.
to my fucking neck, which is on my neck. I was like,
Right.
right on the trailer.
Yeah. No, I stood up on him. Boy, well, Nelly? Okay, I want somebody else to call. What is, Mom, what is your name?
When Dean had came over here with him, I don't know what they had came over here and they was like, let me get dressed. That's the reason why he had on a white button up, and that's the reason why Dean had on the what is it?
I couldn't see you under his jacket.
No, Dean.
Yeah, he was under his
He
jacket.
had like a plaid, kind of like a plaid shirt. He had a plaid.
Were they going out tonight?
Yes, they were. I don't know where he was going, but they was going somewhere.
It's a good thing they didn't drive.
Yeah, and that's the reason where everything kind of happened from there.
Yeah, I miss her, truth.
Huh?
He got a little out of hand tonight.
I don't know who the
was detained by the officer second. I haven't heard a single name. I don't know who did what. I don't know what offense is being alleged.
Hold on a second. Tell them not to go. And Mr. Coleman, I know the state is attempting to be as brief and expeditious as possible. I do think it would be very helpful to have further information and testimony other than just a video. Obviously something happened. I'm not sure. It appears to me that I can tell who's who just based on visual, but I think it would be very helpful if there was at least some testimony with regard to identification.
Yes, Judge, I would point out that the 911 caller said that the mom's name was Alondra Kansas.
I'm talking about which of the two men are which. So in one of those officers, do you believe that they would be able to testify as to the identification?
Oh, I'm sure they identified the person they took into custody, yes.
Okay. Which one would you like to call?
Markham, could I have just 1 minute, Judge, please?
Yeah,
Thank you. Let's step out just for.
yeah, sure. I'll take a short break. The state has rested with regard to the bond hearing. I want more information. I think I'm entitled to ask that legally and get some more information with regard to really specifically identification of the person that was in the house on top of the victim or the complaining witness when that door was open. I need to know just a better identification. Mr. Coleman.
We'd ask to recall Joshua Robinson.
All right, if we'll get Officer Robinson, please. You can go ahead and have a seat, sir. You're still under oath. And thank you for coming back in.
Yes, Judge. Officer Robinson, individual depicted here in this video is about to walk out or be ordered out of this residence here. Who is that individual? Later identified to be.
Dondre Blewett,
And do you have a date of birth for this individual?
10/21/1994.
I think that's all the questions I have.
Thank you. Mr. Kelly, any follow-up?
No, Judge, thank you.
Thank you again, sir.
Yeah, I'd also like to recall Officer Thomas Markham.
Okay, let's get Officer Markham as well, please. You can have a seat again, sir. Thank you for coming back up. You're still under oath. You may proceed.
Officer Markham, this individual depicted in this video being ordered out of this. No, Judge.
Thank you again, and you are excused this time.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Let's kind of start over then with the argument, Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would start with yesterday, going back to Miss Stelly's testimony. She told the court that Mr. Blewett, and at the risk of always being accused of being the nitpicky guy, there still hasn't been an identification of, are these the same people? And I'm not trying to be casual or funny about that, but there's an $800,000 bond and a no bond. And I think that
Mr. Blewett identified himself today to me.
Okay.
The officers have identified him by his date of birth, which is also listed on the indictments and on the motion, some of that documentation. I don't think that there is any legal issue at this point, in my opinion, with regard to identification of your client who's here in custody today and being the same person that was on video and identified by the officers.
Understood. Understood. As to Ms. Stelly's testimony, I believe it could be summarized as prior to this date, and I'm not making light of this date, but during his time on probation, he has been successful. He hasn't missed appointments. He has not tested positive for what I don't recall every substance that she mentioned, but there haven't been any positive tests. And I think if there had been, they would be in the state's first amended motion. One of the things that was something I had never heard before was that she was shocked, I think, that Mr. Blewett had been arrested for this offense. I don't know what to make of that, but to say that I hadn't heard that before. So Ms. Stelly is the person that spends a lot of time with Mr. Blewett, and I think that's not for nothing. One of the things that was curious, and I know this is a hearing requesting bonds, but it is also because of its evidentiary nature, at least somewhat of a referendum on the motion itself. One of the accusations in there is that he didn't report his arrest. Ms. Stelly said that he did, as soon as he was able to. I guess the state standard is that she should have been the first phone call from jail. And if that's the court standard, then that's the court standard too. But I suppose if I were in that position, my first phone call would have been to my dad also. But there's a curious disconnect between what's in the motion and what is in Ms. Stelly's testimony that's in the record. What we are asking for, Your Honor, and I would also add, I think that there is a protective order in place, and that's normal and customary in this kind of case. I think that has already taken effect. So Mr. Blewett is to be released in addition to all the things I can imagine that the court would make necessary, probably restricted curfew and ankle monitors and those things. In addition to any bond condition under the new indictment, there's also a protective order that would make any contact with Ms. Cantu an additional felony, if I'm not mistaken about that. So we're asking for a bond to be set in the MTRP. Court is aware that Mr. Blewett is on deferred adjudication. I know that there are certain circumstances that render that so-called entitlement to a bond ineffective. We're also asking that the bond in the new indictment be lowered from $800,000. And what we're asking for is bonds that total $100,000. That is a bond that he can make.
So it's a 90-day emergency protective order. It's not one that's, 1 year or anything like that. So we've got 90 days from February 1st. It looks like that date would be June 1st, 2026 with regard to the violation of the protective order and the length of time that it's valid. And so obviously the circumstances surrounding this new allegation are, for lack of a new word, shocking. And everybody agrees, it looks like, Mr. Blewett, that you were doing well. This is just a bond hearing. I'm not going to get into whether or not allegations are true or not. I'm able to take all of it into consideration under 17.15, the nature of the underlying offense, protection of everyone and things like that. The fact that you're already on a felony probation changes things, in my opinion, substantially. So you're on a felony probation, and obviously there's something going on that's very concerning with a firearm and Miss Cantu that night with a 7-year-old in the house. Surely you listening to that video made you feel, hopefully, just as awful as it made the rest of us feel, including your family that's here that saw and heard what was going on that night. I'm going to, in the MTRP case, which is cause number 21-37809. I am going to, it is a deferred probation. There are some limited times when a no bond is warranted. I'm not going to no bond it. I am going to set the bond in that case at $500,000. I will go over conditions of each of these bonds shortly. And the aggravated assault new charge, which is cause number 26 DCCR 0362. At this time, I am going to deny. Well, actually, I'm going to do this. I'm going to, that was filed as a writ. I'm going to grant relief in that case. I'm going to set the bond in that case also at $500,000. Condition of both of these bonds, if made, will be that you will be on house arrest. You will be required to wear a GPS monitoring device and have absolutely no contact or communication with Alondra Cantu. My intention, based on the nature of the underlying offense and the new allegation, would be, if it's going to be a trial, to go forward with a trial first on the new aggravated assault case. I'll set this very shortly for an announcement on both cases. And as soon as everybody's completed discovery and there's a rejection, then we can go forward with the trial at the earliest opportunity. Anything else as far as conditions, Mr. Coleman, that you think would be helpful?
No.
Okay. What was the name of do you have the name of the other gentleman that was there that night? Oh, wait, it's in the motion.
It's in the MTRP.
So also, in addition to having no contact or communication with Alondra Cantu, you're also ordered to have no contact or communication with Mr. Daniel Clark. And both of those, obviously, that means in person if you are released, but it also means any type of communication, sending messages through other people, sending messages on by electronic means. If you're still in the jail, sending messages through that system, that's like the email system. Anything like that will be a violation of your bonds, and we'll be back in here. And at that point, it would be very easy to determine that, in fact, no bonds would be something that would be required. So again,